Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I'm doing a colouring chat. I know, I've been missing in action, I'm so sorry. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but let's just explain what I'm going to be colouring today, hopefully, if I can remember how to do it. So this is a picture that I've only ever worked on camera, so if you want to see the previous parts of this as well, then that's up in the playlist. And it is from the book Circle of Life by Melpomeni Chatzipanagiotou. I can still say it, assuming I was saying it right in the first place, which I probably wasn't. But anyway, what have we got? We've got pencils. I just pulled out some pencils. Fortunately, I can remember what I used for these because I used my Luminance, which are like my posh ones. So yeah, that was easy to remember. I did have to look for them. Everything was being tidied away because I've not been colouring at all. Everything was tidied away. I was like, where did I put all my pencils? But there we are. So I've got the greens and I've got the browns because I'm going to do, it's just nice and simple. I'm going to do some wood or some leaves or a bit of both. We'll see. So I've got to put those there. I've got a little piece of paper here just to rest my hand on because this is chalk pastel and I don't want to put, like, you know, you have greasy, not greasy. It's not like I've been eating chips and chicken. It's just, you know, the oil's in your hand. So that stops that all pressing down on that. So I'll just put my hand there. What should I do first? Let's start with some leaves because, you know, leaves are easy. What do I want to do? That green. So we'll just put some dark bits in and see, go from there. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible person. But I thought I'd better pop up, you know, so that you didn't all think I was, you know, dead in the ditch somewhere. I am still here and everything is fine. Everything is absolutely fine. I just got busy before Christmas with work, which is always a good thing because I work in the travel industry. So that was nice. And everything just led into Christmas straight after that, you know, and the run up to Christmas and all these things. I'm just taking my hint here from the lines that it's going to be a bit darker. And we're just putting in some dark green. But yeah, it just, because it went from late October, I was busy with work, and then it went into Christmas, and then next thing you know, it's like January, or then it was February, and what can I say? It was just, I didn't colour. And this is literally the first time I've picked up a colouring book. Well, no, first time I've picked one up, I've moved them around, but I've never coloured, I've not coloured in anything. Not a single thing. I'm not diamond painted. I'm quite binary like that. It's just like, it's a switch. It's like, I'm either colouring or I'm not. I'm either diamond painting or I'm not. There isn't much in between. Unfortunately, for anybody who's sitting here waiting for an update on my channel, I was just like, yeah. And of course, I completely disappeared from YouTube because I only ever watch YouTube mostly when I'm colouring. It's like my background radio. So if I'm not colouring, I'm also not YouTubing. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm a terrible person, I know it. I'm rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. But yes, it was all fine. It wasn't for any bad reasons. It was just, yeah. I'd call it a colouring funk. That kind of implies that, you know, I wanted to colour and couldn't bring myself to, but I was just, no, I just walked away. It's like, fine. I did all think of you though, and I'm not even just saying that. Honestly, the only reason I'm here now, because I'm not going to lie, I still don't really feel like colouring, but you guys, I know I missed you all. And I quite often thought of it, I was like, I must go to YouTube, and I'd go every now and again just to make sure, you know, there wasn't some evil spammers doing bad things on my channel in the comments, but it was rare. And so I was just like, you know what, I really need to be a responsible adult and check in with you all. So yeah, if you saw I did make a thing on my community board just to say hello, and it's very sweet of how many people actually remembered me, because you know what it's like, out of sight, out of mind. I just thought, well, I wonder if anybody actually remembers me, because if they don't care, then I'm not going to make the effort to make a video. But lots of you did, and it was very sweet. On that note, I should also say I did have a few messages and stuff over the months from Facebook and on my email and things like that, just checking in with me, which is also really sweet. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I don't deserve it, because obviously I was just like, yeah, whatever. I just walked away from YouTube. But you are all much better people than I am, and was thinking about me. Bless you. But though, that does remind me, because when I made that community post the other day, somebody said, oh yeah, I messaged you on Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, Instagram. Do you know what? I looked at my phone. I don't even have the app on my phone anymore. Like, I only ever go to Instagram to post photos of colouring. And of course, I'm not doing the colouring. I didn't post nothing. So I deleted the app. So yeah, if you've been trying to talk to me there, sorry for you ignoring you. I didn't even think about it. And, you know, with the app not being installed either, it's just I wasn't even getting the pings. I should probably install that and have a look again. So I'm just as you can see, I've just put the little dark areas here, and I'm going over with this light green. I probably should say this is olive yellow. I don't remember how to do this video malarkey. I had to find my tripod. I was just like, where's the tripod? I don't remember anything. But yes, thank you to all the messages that was sent to me. It was also very kind. So what have I been up to, aside from like the usual boring 9 to 5? Well, I don't work 9 to 5. Fortunately, I'm self-employed, so fortunately I don't have to do the 9 to 5 thing. Quite flexible. But yeah, I've been working, and you know, as I say, there was a whole Christmas malarkey going on. And what have I been doing for my hobbies? Well, as I say, I've not been diamond painting either. Remember, I've got that massive project. I've put like a diamond painting that's like the size of a wall. I've done like this much. It's like, it's going to take me 10 years to finish, optimistically, and I've not touched it in 9 months. Though I've got a video for that. When I was checking out for this video to film for this, obviously I was like, yeah, let's have a look at my phone and see how much space I've got. I can't remember how long it takes for me to film. So if I cut out suddenly, you know, it's because I've forgotten how long I can film for. But I found an old video on there for like my diamond painting, so I'll have to upload that. It was like the last part. I thought I had it all on my computer anyway, but no, I found the last bit at the end. I was like, good job I didn't just delete it. Do you know what, as well, talking of not remembering how to do things, I should zoom you in a bit closer, shouldn't I, because you are miles away. Hang on, let me readjust you. Right, okay, so that's a little bit closer. Nothing crazy, but you know, at least you're in the middle of the screen. I think I'll do a bit of wood now, just in this bit, because I'm not sure how I want to do this. Maybe I put, what have I got? I've got this kind of, what's this called? Aubergine. Might put a little bit of red in there. But I'll start with this. We'll start with the dark. And I'll just do these little bits of stuff in here. I'll come back to this green, because I've got to get my white blend, not a blender pencil, but I've got my cream one. I'll just dig that out. But yeah, see, I just... If I'm bouncing all over the place, it's because I'm so out of practice. Who knew that actually making videos was a certain amount of practice? But if I start to wibble, you know, and I'm just like a stream of consciousness, if my whole conversation is just like bouncing around, and my colouring is just bouncing around. I mean, I've never been the most structured of doing colourings, you know, colour my methods. I don't really have any methods. I just like grab some pencils or something and just go for it. But like, I'm especially haphazard. Free form. Let's not call it haphazard. Free spirit. I'm free spirited, lucky colouring hippie. Ignore me. I'm just starting to wibble. Right. So. Yeah, what was I talking about before I readjusted the camera even? Oh yeah, I'd found the video, and so I've got to do that. But yeah, I've not been diamond painting either. I saw somebody say, "Oh, I thought you'd been doing your big projects." No, no. I've not been doing anything. I've actually been, if you remember from back in the day, I am a bit, we're just doing a bit of dark and things here just to make it look a bit 3D, totally a word. So yeah, if you remember from back in the day, I am also a gamer. I play, principally I play World of Warcraft, which is like one of these, it's an MMO if you're not familiar with it. So it's one of these games that you play online and it's a perpetual world, and you know, people are playing there right now. The server is like, the world is alive, and yeah, sorry, just, this is back to old times. I don't know if you hear lots of screams, the kids are playing football because I live opposite a school. And for those who have forgotten, I live in London, so if you hear a police car go past or an ambulance or something, yeah, I live on a through route. But yeah, so I generally I play World of Warcraft, and recently, well, just before Christmas actually, I felt there's been a bit of a content drought there. They've had their issues as well with the company has had lots of bad press because, you know, it turns out they're all sexist, racist, horrible workforce. So anyway, that aside, we won't go into details because we come here to escape, not listen to real world shenanigans. But there was a bit of a content drought, and I was just like, do you know what, let's see if there's this other game that a lot of people have been going on about. I don't have my eraser here, I'll just have to ignore that little bit. And it's called Final Fantasy 14, which is another MMO. Oh my god, I'm so addicted. It has a really, really good story attached to it. It's like it's an MMO, but it's an RPG. It's got which is a role-playing game. So the story elements are really strong, and I lost myself into that. I still am playing that quite a lot. So if anybody plays Final Fantasy 14, let me know in the comments. In fact, actually, just say hello in the comments if you remember me. And also, I've had loads of new subscribers. I've not been here, but I've had a bunch of new subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, hello. Do say hello in the comments, because I don't bite, and I love it. Even if I don't respond very quickly, or at all, as the case may be, these last... Yes, let's not talk about my communication skills, but I do read every comment, even if I don't reply. So, do you know what? What am I gonna? Where's it now? I was gonna blend some of this out, wasn't I? With what have I got? This is, I can't even remember what it's called. Titanium. What? Buff titanium. I use this instead of a blender pencil. So we're just gonna do that to put in some highlights on these curves. And yeah, so if you're new to the channel, hello, and if you're an old timer, hello. Basically, hello to everybody. But yeah, I am babbling a bit. I'm already conscious of the fact I've got like the stream of consciousness is just like verbal diarrhea. But I am what I am, and yeah. So let's just. I will blend it where it looks a bit stark. I'll put the brown back over the top. But when in doubt, these pencils are so good for layering. I am so heavy-handed. I am incredibly heavy-handed colourer. But even I can get layer upon layer with Luminance. But they're so expensive. But they are my guilty secret. My guilty pleasure, I should say. They're not a secret. I'm always banging on about them. It's definitely not a secret. Bit of dust there. And alright, so and then what I'm gonna go back to that other one, which was it, the light one. I'm gonna just soften that up a bit. But they're so opaque. You can just level layer words. Yeah, you can just layer them forever. I mean, I could colour. Well, I'll show you. I'll just go over the top of that. Look, all the white's gone. I'm just going to go back there. This has proved me wrong. And then the white, you can get it back. Just layer and layer. Anyway, I digress. This was not an advert for Luminance. But they are very good. Okay, so let me do the luminance. Let me just get the brown off the end of that tip, and we'll do these green leaves as well, just to blend it out. Yeah, so I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 like it's like the last game on earth. Playing the living daylights out of it, but it's very good. And if you play, then let me know. And if you play World of Warcraft, let me know. I know some of you do. I always think of it as like, oh, I'm just, because, you know, I am old. Let's just say I'm older than the demographic of usual gamers. So I'm always pleasantly surprised when I bump into other people who colour and actually play games. Oh, bit of a noisy motorbike going past there. Right, so I'm just blend that all out. But yeah, I was just like, I needed to come visit you guys. So what else has I've been up to? Well, I've got a new computer as well. That was another thing that I got just before Christmas. And in my wisdom, I don't know why I do it to myself. So, you know, when you get a new computer, you can just transfer all your data across from your last computer onto your new one. That's what normal people do. In a moment of, I don't know, I was just like, do you know what? I've not had a clean install for like 10 years or something. And you know what it's like? It's like when you move house. Like, you find all these things that you just have, and you just never throw them away. They're just, like, you keep them there. You don't even want them. You don't even kid yourself that you want them, but it's just, like, effort to get rid of them. So I thought, do you know what? Let's do it. Let's just go for a clean install, and then that way I'm only copying across the stuff that I want, because I'm reinstalling a lot, and then I just copy the preference. So it was only like things like movies and photos and stuff like that I was copying across. I reinstalled all the applications and everything from scratch, and then just had to set up my email and silly things like that. But yeah, obviously it took ages. You know, it would. It took ever. I think I took a week. Not constantly. I was like, obviously I was on my normal computer and I was just like back and forth. But I was just like, oh, what were you thinking? But it's great. Do you know what? I'm just going to put some... Right, I don't actually have a black luminance, so I've got a Prismacolor. Oh, Prismacolor. Just to put some... Just where it... Junctions. That's what I'm going to call them. Where the leaves have junctions. I'm just going to give it some emphasis. Also, because it's opaque, look, it took away the key line. I want the key line there. So that's another little junction. Contrast. It's all about contrast. It's important to have contrast in the picture. Yeah, so it's another iMac. Because, you know, Mac for life. For all its sins, Mac for life. It's one of them funky pink ones, because I'm a girl. But yeah, I was just like, why did I decide to reinstall everything? Are you mad? And clearly I am. But the thing is, I know, like 10 years from now, I'll be like, do you know what? Let's have a clean reinstall next time I buy a new one. And I'll just put myself through it all again. Because I'm a bit of a masochist. Right, so what have you lot all been up to? Tell me the gossip. What have I missed? I must have missed loads. I think I heard that Sammy had a baby, I know she was pregnant when I kind of disappeared. So hopefully that all went smoothly. Little baby Sammy. But yeah, fill me in on the gossip. Are you all still colouring? I presume you must be if you're here. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes people watch videos, even when they're not colouring. Me, I don't. But obviously, some people still like, because it's the community, isn't it? I'm just going to soften that up as well. I don't want it to not be black, but I just don't want the edge to be so harsh. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm literally just making it up as I go along. Right. Yeah, so fill me in on gossip, peeps. Who's done what to who? No, maybe better not. Because I know there's bound to have been some some drama somewhere. Like, right, what's happened? Tell me who's done what to who, and then like everything will explode. So let's not go for the gossip. But yeah, tell me of the good things that have been going on in your life. Right, I'm going to do a bit more of this tree thing, whatever it is. Where was that other brown? That was it, up here. In case you don't remember or you haven't looked at the videos, all this is based with alcohol marker. Yes, it's a double-sided book. Yes, I sacrificed the back page. It was worth it. Because, you know, I don't mind. I didn't like the picture, so I don't care. But yeah, it's not all about me, me, me. I mean, I could make it all about me, me, me. But me, me, me is pretty boring. So tell me everything that's been going on with you lot. I know that one of the few books I've got is, I know she, what's her name? Oh, I forgot it already. Melpomeni. I think it's a she. Melpomeni, anyway, has had a new book out. That's one of the few books I've bought. I was in, what's its face? Oh, what's the name of the shop? Bookshop. I don't even have it on the sticker. I'll put it on screen. Not the range. The Works. That's it. I was in the Works, and I saw her new book, which I think is all mandalas and stuff. And I do like me a mandala. So that was one of the few books I've actually bought. Though I do need to. I could do a whole video. I was trying to think. Before I started this one, I was trying to think of all the things I could do to maybe do some videos that didn't involve colouring. I do have like 9 months worth of stuff, because obviously I didn't know I was going to stop colouring, so I had some things already ready to show in a haul. And then my other half, you know, obviously he bought me loads of stuff for Christmas and also my birthday. My birthday was just in May, so he still bought me a few bits because, you know, he knows what I'm like. He knows that even though I've stopped, it's only for now. And so he bought me some stuff. And then I saw this Melpomeni's book in the Works just before my birthday as well. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to buy that because I know I like my mandalas and I like her style. And it was a £5. So I was like, right, I can have that for my birthday as well. So I should probably film that. I mean, it'll be like a mega haul video, even though it's not that exciting. You know, just sort of a few gel pens and things like that. But I can do that. And then I thought, oh, you know what I should do as well, because I stuffed a lot of stuff. Stuffed a lot of books and things away, and they're like, it's all over the place where I've just like abandoned it. So I was thinking that I might organise my collection, my colouring book collection. And I also thought, you know what it's like when you play with stuff, like when you play with your pencils and you play with your books and stuff, kind of re-inspires you sometimes. So I thought, well, do you know what, maybe I'll sort out my book collection and it might inspire me to start colouring it. I've made a bit of a mess of this. Let's get more brown in. But yeah, I thought, so if you're interested, I could do I'll do the haul video. I'm not sure when, maybe next week. I don't know if I'll get it in this week because I'm doing this one as well, this video. But if you're interested, I'll do a colouring book collection, because it's been like 2 years, I think, since I showed my last colouring book collection, and obviously it's grown a lot since then, if for no other reason that I've had my channel as well. Oh, I have made a bit of a mess of that, didn't I? I'll have to think about that. No, I know what I'll do. Let's get some colour in it. It's I think I just got a bit carried away with the black. I wasn't really thinking. I was talking. We get some aubergine. What is this? I think it's aubergine. Or is it? Yeah, aubergine. And I'll just get some get rid of the wishy-washy that I've just put in, because I just need black and white, not enough brown. No, it'll be fine. But I should put a bit of, just a little bit in here as well, so it next to the black, and then that gives it a bit more consistency. Also remember, I have the camera in quite close. I know a lot of people, if you're quite new to colouring, everybody's pictures look so perfect. Trust me, when you're in this close, they don't look perfect. They look a bit of a mess sometimes. But when you zoom out, when the camera's further away, or as people look at the picture normally and not with their eyes like 8 inches away from the paper, then you're seeing everything under a magnifying glass in a way. Right, so that's the wood. Do I like how that's going? I think I do. Mess aside up there. I think we'll do a bit more in here. But yeah. Oh, and I should probably... Is that brown? Yeah. I should probably think about checking how much memory I've got left. I might have to download the footage. I'm not going to colour for much longer, to be honest, because, it's I'm here to catch up, not really colour. But at least we've done some of it. We've done a bit of it. I've worked on the picture. Yay! But yeah, let me know in the comments if you're interested in that sort of video, because otherwise I can't really. I've got a book flip that I've not done, uploaded, so I found that was another video I found, so I can upload that. But when it comes to actual colouring videos, I can't really think of anything that I am willing to do. I mean, I can carry on this colouring chat again one day, but yeah, I mean, I love you lots, but I'm not that into doing things that I don't actually. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's not. I'm having a fine time, but yeah, it's just not. It's not something I would do out of choice. Oh, don't move. I'm here for the chat more than the colouring at the moment. Unfortunately, I will get my mojo back. Don't worry. I did have a break before from colouring, and I think it was a good 6-7 months. So this one's a bit longer, but I have, that break that I had before, which was 6-7 months long. I came back from that, and that's when I started my channel. And so obviously it doesn't affect me in the sense that it's like I come back half-hearted. It's like, no, the switch is on, the tap is on, we're back to full mode. Full colour mode. I'm going to get a bit more aubergine to soften that. But yeah, give me 2 seconds more. Let me just do this highlight. And let me download my footage, and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, and my instincts was good. I probably only had a couple of minutes left before that was going to cut out. So I also took the opportunity to move the camera a bit, because I noticed, obviously I looked at it to make, because paranoid, I was just like, I should probably check that, watch a bit of it, make sure it's recorded properly. It has, but I noticed that it was flashing out a bit, I think because I had it tilted, and I'm in front of a window, because I couldn't be bothered to set up a light, because I'm that lazy, and yeah, so it meant it was flashing out a little bit, and I just noticed, I'm just gonna put a bit more, no, I'm gonna put the aubergine in. That was what I was doing. I just want to make this just a little bit, because this is quite dark, and I don't mind the outer edge being dark and the inner branch being a bit lighter, but maybe not so stark a contrast. But yeah, obviously I can't remember what I was talking about. But oh yeah, just that I wasn't going to be much longer, and I'm not, because I've got to go to the shop this afternoon. Need my dinner, need my noms. It's Monday. It's actually, I don't know when I'm going to get this up. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow. I've got to edit it, obviously, but it's 4th of July today. I'm filming this, so to all my American friends, happy 4th of July. Even though you beat us in the war. I'm not bitter. You beat us in a war 200 years ago, or whatever it was. I'm joking. Don't come for me. It's just a joke. But yes, happy 4th of July. And, but yeah, I'm not going to carry on much longer. Because I think I've been chatting for like half an hour already. I didn't even think I'd have that much to say. Arguably, I didn't. I've just been waffling. But I do waffle very well. I might not be able to colour very well, but I do know how to waffle. Right, okay. Old habits. This clearly doesn't change because I'm like, leave it alone. It's fine. This is fine. It's fine. It doesn't need this. It doesn't need more work. No. Let me just put a bit more purple in. Right. Okay. What am I going to do? I am going to do down here. I did notice as well that paper. That was something I forgot. Usually I used to bulldog clip the pages together so that they wouldn't move, and I noticed it was just like every time I do it, it's like the page moves. I'll fix that for next time. Whenever that may be, I will try and remember. But yeah, I completely forgot. I was like, yeah, usually I pin the pages down to stop them, because it is a bit annoying seeing it bounce up and down like that. Right, let's do this one. No, there's my brown. Brown. Which brown was it? That brown. Just a bit of brown in here, and then we're going to put the black in, because we've got a bit of shadow. There's some bits that I couldn't make up my mind, which is why they're not coloured in. I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted to do that green as a vine, because that's the green stem. Then that's got a little thing, and I couldn't make up my mind if I wanted to make that like a green stem or like a brown one. So I didn't do anything. When in doubt. When I can't make up my mind, you can always tell when I can't make up my mind. It's just like, do you know what? I'm just going to put off that decision till another time. Right, and then where's that white? And we'll just buff it out with buff titanium. Right, and then that's a bit harsh. Right, and I'm going to do this little thing here as well. And how should I do that? Let's move that a bit more central. I want it to be woody, but I want it to stand out for this, from this wood. So maybe I'll make it a little bit of like a green shoot wood, if that makes sense. So we'll use greens, and maybe a bit, well, we've got this, what was it? Olive yellow. Maybe I use that, and then we'll just put in, I'll get rid of the red, I don't want red. We'll use the lighter brown. Which brown do I want to use? That's a sort of reddy brown. That's a bit more yellowy. Let's use that. That's brown ochre. So brown ochre, a green, and olive green. We'll do that. So we'll use the brown just for these darker bits. And then just on the curves. And in this darker, I'll probably get the black in for that actually. But I want this to be a bit more greeny, grassy. So I'm going to make that, because this is obviously all yellow and orange, so that I don't know if that'll work, that colour palette. We'll find out at the end. That's like I say, I just make this stuff up as I go along. When in doubt, make it up. And we'll put some darker green in here, and then I'll probably bring in a bit more of the brown. I might even bring the yellow on orange in as it gets closer to the beehive. Right, there's the brown gone. Brown. And that's almost, it's not often you use a darker colour to blend it out, but that I'm using the brown to blend. And what did I say I was going to do? Orange. Use the orange, see what that does. Up a little bit. This is cornelian. Yeah, bright orange. Just a little. Oh! I told you I pressed hard. Hang on. Let me just. I don't care. I'm only doing it. If I needed something pointy, then I'd sharpen it. But I just need it to blend out a bit of colour here. But yeah, told you I pressed hard. Get rid of the dust. Go, go. There. Right. I'm back to the olive green. Okay, so that's sort of multicoloured shoot. I said shoot, not anything else. Right, where's my black? And we will do some black, so we'll just get this in here for some shadows. Where else do I want it? In that little crevice. I think we'll just add a little bit, we'll enforce that key line. Bit under there. Anywhere else? So it's like a shadow where it's underneath. There. All looks a bit harsh because obviously I've not done that bit as well. So it stands out a bit. But yeah, I quite like that. Apart from breaking my pencil line. Right, leave it alone. Walk away from the stick. It's not a stick. It's a branch. That's it. Words. Right. Okay. So, what have we got? Do you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm going to leave it there. Let me just zoom you out, and then you can see it from a distance because obviously it looks a bit rough close up. It might still look rough from far away, but you know what I mean. Right. Let me switch it out. Right, that's it. That's it. So you can see it's like it's. I mean, I think when you look at it a bit further away, it doesn't look as splodgy because or stark because you're looking at it as a thing. So when all this is like, so that's a slightly redder branch and lighter. So that I'll make all of that lighter. And then this outside one, I'll have a little bit more black. So it'd be like a frame in a way. But yeah, so I didn't do very much. I got some leaves done. Oh, yeah, I might do more with leaves. I like colouring leaves. I'm one of these. I'm a bit of a freak. Some people are like, oh, I hate colouring leaves. I'm fine with leaves. I'll do leaves all day. So I might tweak with them a bit more. But I quite like how the wood's turned out. So yeah, that. So next time I'll do more wood. I mean, ideally, it just takes me so long. I'm so slow. I know I'm slow. I can't help it. But yeah, maybe I'll just focus on the wood next time. If we get the frame done, that'd be quite nice. But that's it all for now. I will try to come back sooner, I promise. Even with the colouring, I'll promise I'll try to be back more than... It won't be next 9 months. And yeah, let me know about what was it I asked? Oh, about whether you wanted to see my book collection. Let me know about that because that's something I can film without any colouring. Yeah. Oh, and I'll do the haul as well. Don't forget to leave me that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Hello again, goodbye again, and see you all again soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you again soon. Bye.